CEO and Managing Director of Terra Metals. Thomas Line joins me now. Thomas, there's been a lot of fundraising action, some pretty significant news on that front. Tell us all about it.
Hi, Danielle. That's right. We've just raised $15 million in an institutional placement led by Petra Capital. This saw our existing large shareholders and recently our recent new strategic investors, Golden Energy and Resources, Gear, and Matt Lattimore, and also our existing largest shareholder, Tribeca, increased their stake in Terra and in the Dante Project. Only 2 months ago, we raised $4 million in a purely strategic, unbrokered placement with Gear, cornerstone by Gear and Matt Lattimore and Tribeca. And now only 2 months later, we've obviously delivered the maiden resource, and we've seen our large shareholders want to increase their stake and help us to move the project forward. So that $15 million placement is really significant for us. It's the most amount of cash we've had, and it shows serious validation for the project and everyone's desire to move this forward as fast as possible without being limited by capital.
So, of course, we are talking about your polymetallic Dante project in Western Australia. What are those specific plans there now that you have, in fact, announced your maiden resource estimate?
That's correct. So just to go back a little bit, the Dante project is very unique. We call it the Bushveld in Australia. It's very similar to the Bushveld layered intrusion in South Africa, which has been one of the world's longest and most successful mining jurisdictions with ongoing production over 100 years. It contains vanadium, titanium, platinum, palladium, chromite, nickel, and copper. So we have what we see as a smaller version of that, but we own most of the intrusion. The Bushveld in Australia, we've only drilled one or two of the reefs so far. We know there are many, many more there outcropping, and we're finding more. So this money is going to be used to expand the existing resource, which is approximately 150 million tons at around 1.4% copper equivalent, which covers less than 10% of the strike, which is mapped and outcropping. We think significantly less than that if you look at what we think has not yet been mapped. So we're going to expand that resource. We're looking to increase the grade in tons, and we're also looking to make new discoveries, open up the new prospect areas, drill them, and add to the global resource base and build out a large global resource base at the project, and start doing further assessments on that.
So it is fairly unique geology for Australia. Can you tell us the benefits for investors in looking at something like this that does have a polymetallic element to it?
You're right, it's very unique. This has a combination of titanium, vanadium, copper, gold, and platinum and palladium. So it is the only deposit in the world which has all of those metals together and can produce these three concentrate products. We can produce a high-grade titanium concentrate, the highest grade in the world, using just magnetic separation, aside from Rio Tinto's Quebec hard rock titanium deposit. We can produce one of the highest grade vanadium concentrates in the world as well, and that's unoptimized, 1.8% V2O5 in magnetite. And we can produce a supreme copper gold platinum palladium concentrate of around 28% copper, 17 grams gold, and 22 grams platinum and palladium, and that's with a very high recovery. So it's exceptional in that sense. It provides, we call it a diversified critical metals portfolio in a single resource. And what it provides is upside and leverage across different commodity cycles and protection and hedging against risk on certain commodities.
And finally, Thomas, tell us, what are the next news flows we should be keeping our eyes peeled for from Terra Metals?
It's going to be an exciting couple of months. We are getting the drill rigs mobilized. We're going to be drilling very, very soon. We're doing a huge reconnaissance program. We're going to be putting out results of that as it happens, as we're mapping more reef and we're sampling and getting those results. So we expect lots of assays coming through, lots of drilling, lots of expansion and mapping and reconnaissance work, lots of new targets. And who knows? There's always, as I say, the element of surprise. There could always be something else around the corner as well.
Well, we look forward to you coming to us with all the news and surprises. Hopefully they're good ones.
Thanks, Danielle.